Let's talk about, who you are as in Boombaclek. Boombaclek.
Boombaclek.
What's your real name?
My name's Tumbo Almantiose.
Alrighty, there you go. Boombaclek as well as your artistry name.
Yeah.
So where can where can we start in terms of your journey? What can you tell us about that? Your background, where did you grow up as well?
In Cameroon, to be precise, Bamenda in Santa.
Alright.
That's where I started my childhood. I was school in GBH Santa. Later on went to Bamenda. Later on went to university in Yaoundé.
Okay.
Yep. I started my music career since in my childhood around 13 to 14 years old, since when I was very young.
Quite a young age.
Yeah.
And what sparked your interest in music?
I had an elder brother with friends that were into music, so I found it interesting. So I got myself into it today.
I love that pop style, right? Could you tell us maybe about Wena Self, your music style? How can you describe it?
Well, it's something that you can call, it's a Mboko style. You see,
Okay.
Mboko is something very unique, whereby we speak with our natural African tongue, the one they call broken English. Yes, Mboko is that kind of a style where we speak, we express our natural feelings with our born language,
Oh, wow.
mixing it with English.
All right.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. And let's talk about the song we just played you now. I Ain't Taking. Can you maybe walk us through that? What sparked, the idea of, number one, the title of the song, but also the song in itself?
Yeah, we live in a neighborhood where it's very funny, One of these days, I think it was around 2020 or 2021, when I got back home, I discovered my whole studio equipment was packed out. Everything in my house was packed out. They moved it out. I was robbed, actually, so I couldn't take it. That's when I wrote the song, I Ain't Taking.
So it comes from a deep experience as well.
Yes, yeah.
I love that. And, it's quite a dope song as well. Can you share, maybe one of the memorable collaborations that you've ever had since you started your music career?
Yes, and I'm still looking forward to do a lot of collaboration with artists around too.
I love that. Speaking of that, is South Africa something that you're also looking forward to, South African artists, I mean,
Yes.
some of the artists that you're looking forward to working with?
Yes, a whole lot of them. The list is just too long. Yeah, for example, AZ and Nasty C, MT.
Wow.
All of them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to work with them too.
I love that. So, speaking of that as well, your music is quite different, and you can see there's a lot of Afro and African infusions there on it. How is it received by South Africans, since this is your habitat basically right now?
They're receiving it so nice, man. They're so happy, and they encourage me to grow. They encourage me to keep it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm also
I love the
encouraging you to
energy.
grow.
Thank you so
because
much.
honestly, it might be different, but it also sounds good, and that's exactly what we need.
Yeah,
Do you think you'd ever go into things like Boma Piano, have
Yeah,
those
why
kinds
not?
of
I already have a couple. You see, I'm working on my album that I'm gonna drop next year, 14
Okay.
tracks. Maybe you'll come to hear one of those inside.
Okay, because I wanted to ask you, what are your current projects that you're working on, or rather future projects that you want to embark on? So this album is coming out next year.
Yep.
What must we anticipate?
A whole lot. It's full of emotions, and it's full of happiness too. It's full of vibe.
All right.
Yeah.
No, that's really amazing. Now, Boombaclek, where do you see yourself in the next, I don't want to say 5 years, but 2 even?
Only God knows, man. The sky is the limit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even the sky is not the limit. That's my slogan. I go by that.
That
Even
is when
the-
that is if you can see the limit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. And how do you plan to engage with your fans and build a loyal following in this industry going forward?
Wow. I really don't know with this. With the fans, I really need them. I need them to support me so that I can get myself where I want to be so soon. Yeah, and I'm planning to bring up a show anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah, In this show, I'll be teasing them with maybe 4 songs of from my album to see the reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, before I drop the full album.
All right, I love that, and we really can't wait for that. Are there any challenges that you faced so far that you know, and also how do you overcome such?
Well, it's not easy. You see, to find support as an artist is not easy. Well, but we're pushing. Supports are coming. The small that is coming, we're receiving it with 2 hands, and we're pushing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And lastly, before we go to the contact details, what is it that you would like to, achieve through music in the next 5 years or so? And also, what advice would you give to someone who's also an up-and-coming artist, or someone who's starting out, in the music industry, and they don't know really what to look forward to?
Well, if you start in music right now, you should know that music is not an easy career. It's like soccer. It's not an easy career.
Mm-hmm.
When you're starting it from the beginning, it's tough, and you should know that you need money, or you need somebody to sponsor you, because without money, without sponsorship, you're going nowhere, no matter how good you are.